Forward as both teams made their way out of the tunnel. These folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle between the Jacksonville Jaguars and the Cincinnati Bengals. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback.
Let's go now. 8, read.
Right there, 56. Coming to you, coming to you.
Any weapon.
Shit.
Hey, wahoo. Shoot.
On 1st and 10, Kane. Oh, he's going to take a shot right away. Trying to get it to Robinson, and it's intercepted. Picked off near the 34. An aggressive play call to start this game. It backfired, but aggressive, no question about that.
Is that one of those statement calls? Trying to let you know that they're going to be aggressive right out of the gate, but that one hung up just a little bit too long. He made a nice play on the ball defensively and was able to pick it off.
From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. Now a handoff here to his running back. He'll get about 4 as he's past the 35 to the 38-yard line.
I call that play a success. A nice inside run sets up a very manageable 2nd down. A very solid gain on that play.
The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6. Here's Trubisky. That one complete to D.D. Westbrook. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. A gain there of 21 yards. So they'll come up in Bengals territory now with a 1st and 10 at the 41. And to give this time to the tailback. They'll fight forward for a couple down inside the 40.
Well, we saw him there trying to get it to the outside, trying to get to the perimeter, but not a whole lot of room there. But there's got to be one positive to that. If you keep moving laterally, creases tend to develop as the game moves on, and they can run it back inside later.
The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8.
Here we go, let's bring it. Let's go, let's bring it. Let's bring it.
Throwing here, Trubisky. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Carl Lawson with a little how do you do as he gets in there for the sack.
That's a pretty darn good start to his season, huh? A sack in the opener, adds a 2nd one here. That tells you about his offseason. He came in determined to have a big year, and it's paying off.
Let's see what they draw up here. 3rd and long following the sack of Trubisky.
Tie it right, tie it right. We got 3, fellas, we got 3. A3's me, A3's me.
From the shotgun is Trubisky. Now Trubisky lost the football.
On plays like this where the ball comes free, it's often unusual for the team that lost it to get it back because This is a quarterback. The ball gets away from him. Everyone else is trying to execute what they're supposed to do on offense. They're usually looking in the other direction, downfield, or have moved away from him. In this case, though, a teammate is able to come up with the ball.
And he gets it away, and it's a laser headed for the sidelines.
That is how you flip field position. That's an absolute bomb of a punt. Downs it inside the 5-yard line. Absolutely ideal.
From that position, you're hoping to get it down inside the 15, inside the 5. Superb.
Ready.
The Cincy offense about ready to go here on their next drive. And they've got to be thrilled to have this game still at 0-0 after the interception thrown on the very first play of the game.
They certainly do, and what I enjoyed was watching him on the sidelines because as the defense came off, he was there to congratulate them and really say thanks because he threw the interception. It didn't turn into any points.
Here's a run on first down that won't even get back to the line of scrimmage. He will lose a yard, 2nd and 11. It'll be a loss of 1, and that'll bring up a 2nd and 11.
At the 1-yard line.
Here we go. 18 Gator.
Rip left, rip left.
Go, go. Ready.
Now a fake on the give here as they try the run-pass option. A quick throw out wide, caught by Robinson. A huge play there on the screen pass. 65 yards. He's really good, Robinson is, at getting yards after the catch, isn't he?
And he came into the league with the reputation of being kind of a high flyer. You know, a guy can go up and get the ball in a crowd, which he's able to do. But he's also a guy that when he makes a catch, he can make people miss and pick up that rack yardage. Great run after catch player.
From Penn State, telecommunications major, wants to get into sports broadcasting, so heads up.
I'm getting a little nervous over here.
Me too.
Keep playing Allen.
So how about this for a change in field position? From inside the 10, here's first down on the other side of the field.
I got you. I got you.
Off the play fake. Kane sliding out of the pocket. He'll get the first down and more inside the 20. And finally wrestled down at the 11. A well-executed 22-yard gain.
As a general rule, offensive linemen like to know where their quarterback's going to be when he's setting up to throw the football. But sometimes they just have to get on the run, get on the move. He was able to do that on that play and picks up a first down with a nice throw.
Ready to break.
You don't like the 48 right now. Let's go. You must be getting tired of seeing me.
Hey, Foxtrot, Foxtrot. Hit it.
Throwing on first down. Kane looking for his running back, and he's got him. And he'll get it here to the 10-yard line. Call it a 1-yard gain on the play, and that'll make it second down.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense.
2nd and 9 now. And this is caught. For the moment, it's a touchdown, but multiple flags down, so let's sort this out. And yes, they want the points, so they will decline the penalty, no question there.
You don't think they spent a couple seconds mulling over what the penalty would do for them?
I don't even know why they asked the sideline.
Not at all. When you put the ball in the end zone on a takeaway, take the points and keep moving.
Extra point right down the middle, and it's now a 7-0 game. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. This one fielded at the 5. And nice work on the return as they'll start their drive just past the 30-yard line.
At their own 31-yard line.
Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. They punted last time they had it. What steps, Charles, you think they have to take to make sure they don't do that again?
Well, let's just go to the football 101, the trade expression 101. Win first down. Make 5, 6, 7 yards on first down and make it a 2nd and 3, 2nd and manageable. Keep accumulating first downs that way. Keep moving the football. You don't want to get behind the sticks because then the defense has the advantage.
Focus, defense, focus.
They'll throw on first down with Trubisky. And he completes it to Westbrook. And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30. A good pickup there, 26 yards.
First down, Jaguars.
So they'll come up in Bengals territory now with a 1st and 10 at the 32-yard line. Then he'll give it here to his running back. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. It'll be a loss of a yard, and it'll be 2nd and 11.
At the Bengals' 33-yard line.
Come on! 18.
From the gun, it's Trubisky. And complete to Zach Ertz. They get 11 back on that one. It leads to 3rd down.
A lot of tight ends just use their size and their strength, try to occupy some space and kind of body people away and catch the football. But not this guy. He's a refined route runner. Makes me wonder if he took some dance classes in his background with his footwork.
Trubisky now to throw on 3rd down. And he's got his man out of the backfield. That's complete. They only get 2 there, but on 3rd and 1, that's all they needed to keep the drive going. Got to say, I was a little surprised to see him, Charles, come out in the shotgun on 3rd and less than a yard.
Yeah, but the way the NFL is nowadays, we hardly ever see anyone really run for it on short yardage. So they're going to throw the football more times than not. That was a nice, easy rhythm throw right there, and they pick up the first down.
Trubisky will come up here 1st and 10. And he's a perfect 5 for 5 here to begin the game. Out of the gun, Trubisky. And that'll be incomplete. He was looking for Adam Thielen there, but it'll be 2nd down.
And that's one he's got to be happy to have back. There wasn't a hole open in the zone.
You'd have to think on early downs like that first down there, need to be a little bit more careful.
Yeah, fortunately for him, got a couple more downs to play with.
From the 21, it's 2nd and 10.
Ready? Titans Ringo. Titans on Ringo. Titans on Ringo. 3 down.
Again, it's Trubisky. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete. And able to get him down, but he does reach the 5. Mark that as a gain of 16 to set him up 1st and goal. Now a handoff here to his running back. And he'll take this one in for a Jags touchdown. A great play there. His 2nd touchdown on the season as his guys are on the board here in this first quarter. Eddie Pinheiro now for the extra point. It's good, and we're all tied at 7 apiece. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line.
25-yard line.
The Bengals drive about to get going. And that last drive, a long drive, but not just that. They had a great air attack going. Do they stick with that?
I would think that they would, because if they were confident enough to do it on the last drive, starting backed up in their own territory, why would you change anything? They've got to be confident about what they're presenting and continue to do so.
Because the secondary, they really look clueless.
And that was amazing because that drive went and went, no adjustments, and no big plays by the defense to knock the ball away.
First and 10.
And this should be the final play before the quarter ends.
Here we go, D. Here I come again. Here I come again.
These two teams all tied after one.
We play to win. Let's go.
You ready?
Hey, we don't like the 48, right?
Hey, Charlie.
Defense, keep it up, guys. Mike, 48. Mike, 48. All right, T, let's go. All right, T. 48. 48 for Mike. I got it.
On first down, Kane. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's second down.
That would have been a great catch, but it's real difficult to hold on to it because it was contested all the way. Would have been a great play if he'd been able to haul that one in.
Ready?
So after the incompletion on first, now second and 10.
Sponge.
Yep. Get it.
On second down, it's Pollard. And he'll work it across midfield inside the 45. It's a Bengal first down, a pickup of 11.
Would you say this offense is locked in right now?
They're having no trouble on this drive. What is it, 3 plays, 3 first downs?
Yeah, you talk about on the march. They keep this up, they'll get to that end zone real fast.
So in Jacksonville territory now, here's a first and 10 at the 44-yard line.
Check. 48's the Mike. Now watch one.
Speed grip.
Back to throw. Kane. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up second down.
Brandon, it looked like he had his hands on it for a moment, but let's face it, that was going to be a tough catch all the way because of the presence of the defense right there as he was trying to haul it in.
Yeah, nice job to force the incompletion.
Let's go.
So they'll
50,
come up
play.
after the incompletion for second down.
That's right, baby. They don't want it. Check. Hot route. Hot.
Let's go.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he's going to get stopped up quickly. Give him a yard down to the 43. Pretty good little 2-play sequence there. You force the incompletion, then a very short pickup.
Yeah, now maybe you bring in an extra defensive back or two because you want to try and defend on third down. They like to play those nickel or sub packages, don't they?
Hey, Echo.
44's the Mike. 44's the Mike. You. 44's the Mike. 44's Mike.
To throw on third down. Kane, deep ball for good. And at the 7-yard line, the catch is made. And all the way in for a Cincinnati score. Marquise Goodwin with his second touchdown of the game, 4th of the year. And the Bengals have taken the lead. Point after, right down the middle. And that makes the score 14-7.
14. Jaguars 7.
is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. That's fielded in the end zone. And he'll take this one near the 25, call it the 26-yard line.
At their own 26-yard line.
Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. They trail a one-score deficit, 14-7, as they come up 1st and 10. Now a play fake here on 1st down. He'll rifle this one deep right side. And nearly picked off there. Almost intercepted. Instead, 2nd down.
Well, I guess we just discovered that someone is certainly not going to sit back and just take it in this game, huh?
No, they were trying to get that touchdown back in one shot.
One shot, trying to help out his defense and let the other team know they were coming after him.
Once again, they'll come up on the 26-yard line, 2nd and 10.
It's just me and you. It's just me and you. It's just me and you.
They'll run it now out of the gun. He'll have a 1st down past the 40. And he'll take it to the 43-yard line. A Jacksonville 1st down on a pickup of 17.
At this stage of the game, the run-pass numbers are a little bit out of whack because most of the yardage has come through the air. But in a sense, that just sets things up for big runs like that because the defense might be a little bit off balance. They pick up another 1st down with that run.
And 3 yards there takes him to the 45.
What's the old expression, 3 yards in a cloud of dust? In this case, it's dust-covered pellets. It's no longer that old grass that we used to play on, right, and chew it up. Now we've got that artificial surface. You see the pellets go up. Still a nice play by the defense.
3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7. And a give this time to the tailback. And he'll be taken down just shy of midfield after a gain of about 4.
So if you've been playing defense in this one, there's a little bit of the good and some bad because they did give up the touchdown run to him earlier but shut him down otherwise.
Outside of that, you're exactly right. I would say they've contained him very well.
Come on, 180!
Come get some. Come get some. Come on here. Come get some. Here, man.
From the gun on 3rd down, it's Trubisky. And incomplete. Almost intercepted. The D lineman almost had it. Couldn't hang on.
Not only was the call spot on, how about the execution of that defense right there? The zone was absolutely locked up tight. He was trying to force it in there on 3rd down.
But if there's a time to force it, he felt like he needed to make a play, right?
Yeah, exactly right. 3rd down, you got to try and find something. There's nothing available there for him.
At their own 14-yard line.
The Cincy offense about ready to go here on their next drive. And they'll be looking to build off of a nice drive last time, a drive that really relied on the quarterback.
Making good decisions, distributing the ball well, distributing it accurately, keeping it away from danger.
And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. Miles Jack with a sack.
Now, we talk about players blitzing all the time. I often laugh and sometimes call it just straight-ahead pursuit. What a running start right back to the backfield for him.
Yeah, it really didn't give anybody a chance to get up there and stop him.
No, I mean, that's really, really difficult. You're asking a whole lot anyway, but when he gets that kind of a start and comes through clean, oftentimes the advantage definitely goes to the defensive player.
Now, meanwhile, here's a 2nd down throw that's knocked away and incomplete. The intended receiver, Marquise Goodwin, and it's 3rd down.
Ready, ready.
Hey, you don't like the 48 right now. Let's go. Hey, here I come.
Move.
Here I come. Here I come. Mike 48. Mike 48.
Put up.
Operating from the gun, Kane. He's got his man. This is Tate. And he's taken down, but not before he gets this across the 25-yard line. 19 yards that time for number 19.
1st and 10 at the 26-yard line.
Let's go now. 30 base.
Here we go. Here we go. Here we go. Alert 3, alert.
X3. 218. Hit it.
On 1st and 10, Kane. It's complete to Robinson. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on 2nd down.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
Check 3, check 3, check 3.
5.
On 2nd down now, Pollard. 7 yards there and a 1st down.
2nd and 2 is prime time for a little bit of a gamble, isn't it? Open up the playbook, go play action, toss that bad boy deep. But in this situation, go ahead and give it to your back. Let him pick up a 1st down. Keep the sticks moving.
Got it.
2 1st downs have him up to the 41 now for 1st and 10.
Kill. Hey, turn it up, turn it up.
Hey, orbit.
48's Mike. 48's Mike. Go. Check, 48.
Let's go.
Check.
From the gun, Kane. Flush to his right.
Give me that ball.
He completes it to Tate. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. That good for 21 yards on the catch and run. They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway. They'll run with a former Tar Heel, T.J. Logan. And he'll snag about 5 yards down to the 32.
He's tackled at the 32-yard line. It's a game.
We've hit the 2-minute mark of the 2nd quarter, 14-7. A reminder coming up at halftime, we'll head to Orlando. Standing by there, Jonathan Coachman. He'll have stats and scores from around the NFL in his 2nd week of the regular season. And he'll go down here right around the 23-yard line. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a 1st down.
We both know it's difficult, but they've made it look effortless out there. Through the air, on the ground, they've moved the ball with relative ease.
15 line. 15 line. Hey, Zoo.
48.
Throwing on 1st down. Kane. The ball popped in the air and intercepted. Picked by Ronnie Harrison. And he'll go down inside the 15 at his own 13-yard line.
This interception will go on the record of the quarterback, but as a receiver, you've got to understand where you are in the field. Middle portion, you know it's going to come in hot. Square your body to the quarterback and be ready to make the catch.
Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. And now with still more than a minute to go in what's been a tight game, you figure we'll try to see them move the ball downfield.
And remember, they get the kickoff.
And he fires one that's intercepted. William Jackson with a pick. They are in an interception mood on defense. Had 2 nice interceptions a week ago. Now 2 here in the first half.
Yeah, we call it ball hawking. And the only way to truly be good ball hawks is not guessing. It's not just simply anticipation. It's study and understanding what they like to do and beating them to the spot and creating big plays.
Well, they're watching the film, and it's working. Give them a couple on the catch. It's 2nd and 8.
And, partner, I think that's a great example that not all tight ends are created equal because everything was right. Got the completion, but he's not one of the more dynamic guys in the league. So even though he caught it, couldn't turn it into much more.
Creeping up on a minute to play in this first half.
Check 48's the Mike. Check 48.
Off play action. Kane, they'll roll him out right. And hit behind the line. He lost the football. It's loose. And the Jags grab it. And he brings it back to right around the 26-yard line.
With no running backs in the backfield to help pass protect, all the receivers in their patterns, it's going to be hot routes. If they sense a blitz or pressure on the quarterback, they've got to be prepared to break routes off early and get the football. In this case, never even had a chance. They popped the ball free in the backfield.
Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. Inside of a minute left in the half. Does the fact that you're down on the scoreboard influence what you do or, I guess, don't do on this final drive?
It certainly does, but what influences me even more is who I've got running my football team out on the field and the weapons around him. Can he make a play? Can he get into someone that we're going to trust to take care of the ball? If that's the case, I might push it a little bit here and try and get something before the half runs out.
Mike 29. Hey, we got to get this stop here, D.
Again on 2nd and 10, it's Trubisky. He'll have a first down past the 40 and all the way up to the 45-yard line. The Jaguars going to go ahead and use their first timeout as the clock will stop with 37 seconds to play in this first half.
Watch tight. Tight is right. Watch tight. Tight is right.
On first down, Trubisky. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's 2nd down. So he can't hang on, and as I watch that unfold, I remembered an expression that I've heard, maybe from you, I don't know, but you're going to get hit anyways, might as well hold on to the ball.
Right, you know a coach said that, right?
Yeah.
Not an actual player. No chance at all. Way easier said than done.
To throw again on 2nd down, Trubisky. This time for Smith, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 39. Thought he had the pick. Flag comes in for PI, so cancel it out.
Interference. Oh, a killer for them. Thought they had a nice play. Instead, they'll be marching off yardage against them.
So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33.
Hey, tight is right. Watch tight end. 40. Watch 10. Watch 10.
Looking to throw again, Trubisky. That one into the hands of Thielen, complete. Now the Jags will use the second of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 17 seconds to go in this first half of action. 4 yards on that last completion, so that sets up 2nd and 6. Now Trubisky. And he's going to find his man out of the backfield. That's complete. The Jags picking up the first down there, a gain of 12.
Number 42. A gain of 12. First down, Jacksonville.
Trubisky now 9 of 15 throwing the ball, 60%, and it's 1st and 10. Trubisky will throw. And he finds his tight end. It's Ertz. And brought down, but not before they get it inside the 10 to the 7. And with just 4 seconds left in this first half, a timeout call. So with 4 seconds to go in the half, here's the field goal unit onto the field. From the right hash, and this one just a chipping. The kick by Pinheiro is good. So a late turnover leads to a quick drive, and in turn that quick drive leads to 3 points.
So someone makes a mistake, but how about the other side learning from that mistake, taking care of the ball, and making sure they put some points on the board? Well done.
Oh, my goodness. I thought he'd peel off. Instead, he makes the fair catch at the 2-yard line.
First and 10 at their own 2-yard line.
The Bengals drive about to get going. Time for a final kneel down or a safe run, and then they can head to the locker room with a lead.
Yeah, or they can even run a screen. You know, something they feel is somewhat safe that might actually pop and turn into a big play, that's what you usually run in this situation.
We'll go 4 verticals because why not?
Because you're feeling it, right? You're just feeling it.
We have hit halftime. Still 2 more quarters to go. We'll take a timeout. We'll be back after this. You're watching the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. It's in the game. Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. This is taken at his 4. And he's up across the 25 and down at the 28-yard line.
First and 10 at their own 28-yard line.
Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. They're close game, but they're going to need to do a little bit better probably here in half 2, no?
I would agree with that totally. I would guess it in the locker room. They talked about cleaning up some of the errors, but overall, I think they wanted to be positive with them. Guys, we're right there. Just not playing as well as we need to. Let's pick it up, and we still have a chance to win this game.
Yeah, they do. We'll see if they can pick it up. And he'll give it here to his running back. And he'll be taken down right around the 34 after a pickup of only a yard. They follow up the gain of 5 by only getting 1 there on second down. And a nickel look here for the Bengals as they try to defend this on 3rd. Now it's Trubisky. Throw left side complete. It's Lamb. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. The Jags picking up the first down there, a gain of 12. And boy, they had high praise for this rookie receiver when we asked the coaches about him, didn't they?
They certainly did, and obviously they liked his measurables, otherwise they wouldn't have brought him onto the team. Height, weight, speed, all of that. But how about what they really said? Competitiveness. That's what they really liked about him. The way he goes after the football, competes for it, and decides when it's in the air, it's his and only his.
A 14-yard first down pickup for the Jaguars.
Well, they obviously red man coverage their partner, and he got downfield, broke down the defender, made him
What do you
think.
mean by that, bro?
Yeah, he made him think he was going to run a different route. Probably thought he was going to take it upfield. Then he curls back inside for the completion.
Good yardage as he rumbles for 24 and a first.
Outside handoff to the right side. If you're a running back, you love getting the ball early so you have vision to see what's happening in front of you.
Right tackle likes that call. Big play for him, but don't forget about the guys you always tell me on the backside sealing off.
Well, they talk about cutoff blocks, making sure no one can leak from the backside that can run a play down.
And nobody leaked. Big play. Running game working. They'll stick with it on first down. And he'll go down here at the 12-yard line. Defensively, Sam Hubbard, the former Buckeye, there to stop him.
Despite the blitz, they're still able to pick up a nice, solid gain. The disadvantage of blitzing often alters the normal spacing and run fits and leaves creases like they were able to exploit right there.
On second down, it's Kelly. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. That'll be a loss of a yard, and it leads to a third down.
That's a tough one right there. He ran right into the teeth of the blitz as the linebacker was freed up in order to stuff that one for a loss. I think quarterbacks got to see that. Got to find a way to audible into something a little more advantageous.
7th play of the drive upcoming here on 3rd and 6. Now it's Trubisky. And this is going to be intercepted. Able to get there and pick it. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. First possession of the 3rd quarter, an interception, so maybe a second-half tone setter.
Indeed, and not the tone they wanted to set. That's the equivalent of running out the wrong door and running into your pool instead of running out onto the field. A real dud for them. No, but I've heard stories about teams actually doing that back in the good old days.
The Cincy offense about ready to go here on their next drive. And both of these defenses have been stifling these last few drives offensively. Just not able to get anything going, so what needs to change?
I think a lot of the guys will go back and review, so to speak, because everyone has someone assigned to how did each play work. Okay, what do we use that kind of worked for us during this game? Try and get back to some of those plays, as well as the possibility of showing something you haven't shown already in this game and trying to change things up.
We'll see if they take the advice of Mr. Davis. So the line of scrimmage all the way up to midfield now as they've got it 1st and 10.
Bang, bang. Kill, kill, kill. Kill, kill. Jim.
Recon, 132 fighter.
First down, and it's Pollard again. And he's able to get this one down to the 40-yard line. It's a Bengal first down, a pickup of 11.
They're trying to show that they can run the ball and protect this lead. Give it to the backs, play a little bit of keep away, don't you think?
And that's probably a good philosophy at this point, going to make that defense stand up and stop them.
Hey, wahoo!
56. Mike, 56.
Off the play fake. Kane will buy some time right. Jaguar pressure and a Jaguar sack. Finding his way home for the sack that time, Taven Bryan.
Hindsight is 20/20, partner. Maybe they should have kept it on the ground again.
Well, it almost looked like the O-line was run blocking again. I mean, they opened up a big hole last time. This time they opened up a hole, and the quarterback got sacked. Work to be done here on 2nd and 16 after the sack. 2nd and long. That's complete to a speedy wideout Goodwin. They get 14 back, but it leads now to a 3rd down.
Slant route's effective no matter who's running the route and catching the ball. But when you have a receiver of that stature, you have to be a little bit more precise throwing it. You don't have the same catch radius with the bigger targets.
At the break.
Mike Fofo.
Pilot, 64, weak. Hey, exit.
44, Mike, 44. Watch the curl, watch the curls.
On 3rd and 2, Kane, and he's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. Picked off at the 24, and they will take over at the 26-yard line.
Oh, timing is everything on a route like this. He tried to drive that football into a tight spot. And if you're a little early or a little late, chances are there's going to be someone there. And sure enough, this one's going the other way.
Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. And they had a nice little drive going last time. Threw the interception in the red zone. Costly.
Bad enough to throw it anywhere, but that drives coaches insane when they're thinking about, hey, we got a shot at points already. We're already in a spot where you're thinking you got 3 on the board for sure, and to come away with nothing, that's a really tough one for them to swallow.
Yeah, will they make up for it? Once again, they'll come up on the 26-yard line, 2nd and 10.
I'm coming after you.
Now a handoff here to his running back. And he gets this one just shy of the 40, down at the 39. That one good for a gain of 13 for Jacksonville and a 1st down.
Absolutely love the run right there. This guy's known for his quickness, but also for his speed. He's able to get to the 2nd level almost before you blink if you give him any type of blocking. Always talk about slot receivers, and they're usually known as quicker than fast. In this case, we've got a guy who's quick and fast, and he used it to great advantage.
And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. That one good for a gain of 13 for Jacksonville and a 1st down. Consecutive plays now where that offensive line has really created a lot of space.
And we've seen the confidence rise, haven't we? It borders on arrogance now, and that's that good arrogance, believing you can run the football whenever you get good and ready.
And I think we've got a hold here. It's a 5-yard pickup for the moment. Let's see what our referee says. So following the hold, they're in a bit of a hole here with a 1st and 20.
Come on. He's crazy. He's checking crap.
This is Kelly. If they didn't have that penalty a moment ago, it'd be a first down. Still a nice 13-yard pickup.
Partner, I remember a coaching friend of mine used to tell his running backs before games, make sure you run and jog with your offensive line in pregame. Get used to the ground shaking when those big behemoths start to create space for you up front. He did a pretty good job of just following those guys through there for a nice explosive run.
From the 45 on second down, Trubisky. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's third down. We have not seen a whole lot of wide-open receivers. Everything seemingly has been contested.
And that's another nice job there to force an incompletion. They've been very cohesive, knowing each other's moves all game long, and they've been on the spot just about every time.
And they've held them in check on the scoreboard. And now the third down throw incomplete as well.
I know our vantage point might be a little bit better way up here, but that looked like an ill-advised throw to me. I didn't see anything open, and this play just didn't look right from the beginning.
It did not. I thought he might get outside and just chuck it away. Dangerous pass, incomplete. That's on target, but it's no good. He had it on line, but it came up just shy of the crossbar, and this score will stay right where it is. Down here in the third quarter, obviously that's one they could have used.
Yeah, and one of my favorite special teams coaches in the NFL told me what separates the kickers in the NFL versus the ones who are not is not the misses. It's the second miss in a row. Best kickers in the league, they don't miss two in a row. He's got to get his head back together in case he gets another shot.
Here's Pollard. And that play going absolutely nowhere as he's belted before he could get out of the backfield. They'll wind up losing 4 yards on the play. And it'll bring up a 2nd and 14.
Down. 50. Plant.
I'll get him.
Hey, foxtrot. Foxtrot.
Check 48's the mic. Check.
Get it.
Operating from the gun, Kane. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off at the 39. And he will take this all the way down to the 38-yard line.
You see me out here? That's right. We can't be stopped.
These guys take over first and 10 at the 38-yard line.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38.
Strip the ball. Strip that ball.
And again this time to the tailback. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. That's going to go as a loss of 1 on first down.
Anytime you call an inside running play, you just know there should be a lot of congestion there. You're counting on your offensive line to take control of the line of scrimmage. That didn't happen in this case, and that play got bottled up.
A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11. They'll run it now out of the gun. And a short gain there down to the 37-yard line. 2 runs in a row, but only 2 yards to show for it.
Partner, we know today's NFL is really built around the guy throwing the football. But these short runs, they still pay dividends because they can take their toll on a defense, and they can add up as the game goes along. You control the clock, you control the ball, and that way you often control the game.
61. Matchbox right.
On third down, Trubisky. And that is incomplete. You can tell they were hoping for a flag there offensively. Several on the sideline motioning, hey, why not a penalty? Why not a penalty? What did you see?
Yeah, I think you've got to let them play, and the officials are instructed. If there's contact coming from both sides, no flag. Let them fight it out.
And forces 4th down. So with that field goal, this one's now back within a field goal. Maybe not the ultimate result they wanted, but gets them that much closer.
This game is unfolding like a really good book, isn't it? Because I feel like there's a few more plot twists yet to be revealed before this one is over.
And he'll take it back to about the 19-yard line.
At their own 19-yard line.
The Bengals drive about to get going. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack him here. 8 yards the gain on that last run. Here's second and a couple. Here's Pollard again. And an alley to run. And down he goes, but he takes it up to the 40. It's a gain of 13, and the Bengals have a first down.
He's still rumbling, isn't he? Still looking fresh in this one despite the heavy workload. But you and I both know, well-conditioned, and he did tell us that he thrives on being at his peak late in ball games.
So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this second half. Here's first and 10. They'll go with Pollard here on first down. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. 12 yards that time, and a Cincinnati first down.
Do my eyes deceive me, or is he getting stronger as this game moves along?
Burst seems just as good here in the fourth as it was way back in the first, doesn't it?
I do believe someone put a lot of time in the offseason and continues to condition during the season in order to continue to carry the ball at this rate.
Some good games going on in the early window. This might be the best of the bunch. Off play action. Kane flushed out right. Man open. It's Goodwin. And some room to work. 20. That goes for a gain of 31. They lulled them to sleep there, so to speak. That was all set up by the running game, wasn't it?
Another example of what all offensive coordinators tell us. When the running game's operating, it really opens up the playbook, and that's when they hit them with the play action. And you can see the defenders rushing towards the line of scrimmage, then scrambling back, trying to cover. Couldn't get there in time.
Well scripted. They had the big running play, now the big passing play.
Look at me, zipper! Ready?
They'll run on first down. Pollard fighting through. And he's got this one down to the 10. A good run there on first down, and it'll leave them with a 2nd and 2. So the solid run on first, and I would imagine no real hurry to run that second down play.
No, it's all in your quarterback now. He's going to keep an eye on the play clock and bleed things down, and he's not going to let the ball be snapped until it's inside 3 seconds left on the play clock. Unless, of course, you're playing a video game, you try to run it up on your friend.
Nice touch. Cold-blooded, too.
Slam, slam, slam.
Gonna run again here with Pollard. And the stop will come inside the 5 at the 4. That play gets him 6 yards and sets them up with a 1st and goal. How about this offensive line? They're really starting to establish themselves, take over this game.
And before the series began, I know exactly what we said in the defensive huddle. Guys, we got to get no less than a 3 and out. Let's get off the field. Instead, they can't find any traction towards doing that. Right now, they're just getting muscled all over the field and getting pushed down it.
They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. Now from the 7, here's 2nd and goal.
56.
Topper! Five!
Off the play fake. Kane rolling to his right. That's complete to Robinson. And he will take it on in for a Bengals touchdown. Allen Robinson, his 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Bengals, they widen their lead. Heck of a start to his season. He had 2 touchdowns in the opener last week, another one here in week 2.
Well, I don't know if I'm a touchdown machine this early, but sometimes you get locked in, and you feel good about things. You get into that zone, and those touchdowns come in bunches. He may be off to that kind of a start.
It's like he was shot out of a cannon. I would imagine success this early, great momentum going forward for the rest of the year.
He keeps this up, they'll soon be chanting MVP anytime he touches the ball.
Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. And fortunate to get points on the board last time. They had to hit a really long field goal to do so.
The kickers in today's game are so good and so skilled and hit from distances that we almost start to take them for granted, and we can't do that. That's a long field goal that they got 3 points out of. They've got to feel good about that, and they better make sure they love him up because he's helped them out.
Yeah, now we'll see if that offense can put 6 on the board here. We'll see. Throwing on second down, Trubisky. The open man is Westbrook. And he takes this up to the 40-yard line before being corralled. That one a pickup of 15 for Jacksonville. Tell you what, he's been able to put the ball in some tight spots all game long. That throw, no different.
Yeah, a lot of people would call it a gutsy type of a throw. I think he looks at it as, I can do it, so it's not that big of a deal to me, and I'm going to keep firing.
The drive continues as they search for a tying touchdown. Here's 1st and 10. Here's Trubisky. That's complete to the receiver, Thielen. That one a pickup of 15 for Jacksonville.
The goal for any offense versus a zone defense, find the holes where guys are available and put the ball on the receiver before any defender can step up and fill it.
They did it well there. Perfectly executed crossing route. Looking to throw, Trubisky on 1st down. Blitz coming, and down he goes. Shaquille Barrett put that sack by his name in the stat sheet. Man, he got in there so quickly, Charles. What could the offense have done to adjust and account for that?
But what you're hoping is that you figure out and you see and get a clue that maybe there's going to be some pressure coming at you, and you change the blocking schemes. Maybe you go to max protection. The biggest one is maybe you bring your running back in to try and keep you clean. But in that case, that didn't happen. Zero accountability, and a sack resulted.
So it's Jaguar football here as we welcome you back. They come up on a 2nd down now in a game that looks like it's going to go down to the wire. From midfield now, here's Trubisky. And he completes it to Westbrook. And he is out of bounds inside the 35. A Jacksonville 1st down on a pickup of 17. That's what they need right now. Get the 1st down, get out of bounds, stop the clock.
Just playing smart football, understanding the situation, making the plays necessary, and making sure that clock stops at every opportunity.
So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. Back to throw. That's into the hands of Westbrook over the middle. And they move this all the way down to the 9. Call that a very strong gain of 24. Well, I guess at the very least, they got the tackle from keeping him out of the end zone.
Yeah, you're looking for that silver lining, aren't you? But guess what? Everything changes now after that big play. They've got a chance to strike.
2 big plays in succession. Not sure this D knows what hit him, but now they got to get ready. It's 1st and goal. And they'll be driven back here, losing yardage to the 9. It's a loss of a yard there, and now 2nd down.
An interesting and intriguing decision there defensively because they kept extra DBs on the field despite seeing the multiple tight end look that came out for the offense.
I thought they were going to switch out of it. I didn't know if they felt they didn't have time or what the case was.
Well, in any event, the extra speed allowed for great penetration.
And it's caught. It's a touchdown. So they rally here in the final minute, and they're an extra point away from tying this game. Pinheiro now to add the extra point. And no sweat, he puts it through, and we are tied here in the 4th. Fitting for what's been a tight ball game. We're all even at 20 now as the kick's away. This is taken at his 4. And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line.
At their own 26-yard line.
The Cincy offense about ready to go here on their next drive. They've got work to do, but they do still have a bit of time here.
And they've got to feel comfortable with that, but they have all their play sequences called. If they get out of bounds, that allows them to huddle and call another play, but if they don't, it's hurry up to the line of scrimmage and either spike it and stop the clock or continue to move it downfield in order to try and get in range and win this game.
See if they can do just that. Able to get 7 on that first down pass play. 2nd and 3. 2nd and 3. Escaping the pressure right. He's going to find his running back. It's complete. 4 yards the pickup, first down.
We talk about mobility on quarterbacks all the time. Here's where it really pays off. Able to move, evade, and is accurate throwing on the run and picking up a first down.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on first and 10.
Let's go, D. Tighten up.
Bravo.
48 to Mike. Hey, defense, let's go. 48 to Mike. 48 to Mike.
Go.
Watch the sled.
Check. Get it.
From the gun, Kane. And that will be incomplete with a clock showing 18 seconds now to go. Tyler Boyd, the former Pitt Panther, was the target. And that'll bring up second down.
Let's go. 10-2 saw.
48 right now. Let's go. Let's get this ball.
Hey, echo.
Mike 48. Hey, let's get
Deep grip.
To throw again, Kane. And that will be incomplete with a clock down now to 13 seconds.
Brings up 3rd down and 10.
Big play coming up. Here's 3rd and 10.
I would expect to see some pressure here.
Hey, Alpha.
48 Mike. Cut. Check.
22 jet bomber.
Hey, let's get that ball, D. Let's get that ball. Check 99.
Hey, Delta.
Hey, look, 48.
Hey.
The 48 right now. Let's go. Defense wins championships, baby.
The pressure drops off as they'll look to throw. And they almost had another one. They are all over the football in this game. Nearly another pick. Now 4th down. The Bengals bring out their punter now as he's on to punt for the first time this afternoon. And he gets this away, and look at this. This is a good one. And a bit of a mistake there. This is well into the end zone for a touchback.
At their own 12-yard line.
Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. Tie game, and barring something incredible here, we're likely headed to overtime.
And just a couple of scenarios here to keep in mind. One, if you want to be really aggressive, you do throw the Hail Mary and see if you can get something downfield.
What would you do?
What I would do is either hand it off inside or more likely I take a knee and let the clock run out. Because if I'm back there trying to throw and a sack happens, the ball comes free, I can lose the game here. If I get to overtime, I can still win it.
Let's see if they are in line with Charles Davis. And here in overtime, if the team that receives the ball scores a touchdown, it's over. If they don't, we can still have some more football.
That's exactly right. If they go down and kick a field goal, the other team gets a possession to either match it or score a touchdown to win the ball game. If both teams kick field goals, the next team to score wins. But if the receiving team throws a pick six or fumbles the ball and it gets picked up by the defense and they score, the game is over at that point.
Here we go.
At their own 22-yard line.
Ready.
The Bengals drive about to get going. They control their own destiny here. They have the football in overtime. Obviously, a touchdown would win it.
And I think teams around the league are still adjusting to the idea of going downfield, scoring a touchdown wins the game because they were used to just going downfield and trying to get in field goal range to win a game. Still having to make that transition. Let's face it now, the ones who are doing it best know they need to go down, attack, put the ball in the end zone, and not leave it up to a field goal and give the other team a chance.
Yeah, as we said, they control their own destiny now. So the first play of the drive lost 4. Now they'll look to move it forward here on 2nd and 14.
We got 4.
Now a first throw here in overtime. Wide open receiver complete. And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before he's taken down. 23 yards the pick up there. Part of the reason we're in overtime, all the interceptions he's thrown in this game, but that was a good throw right there.
He's really not daunted, is he, partner? I mean, it's been interception palooza for him, and he's still pushing it downfield, trying to make a play, and he was successful on that throw.
A solid run on first down, gain of 7, leaves him with a 2nd and 3. I don't want to overhype it, but this is a big early season game, especially an overtime win. That can give you a big boost going forward in the season.
It certainly can, and I don't think you're overhyping it because cliches go out the window when you start to play overtime. And you're right, the winner of this game now, that's an extra boost moving forward. And it actually is an extra hurt for the team that loses because normally you shake it off, but in this situation, it lingers a little bit longer.
Here we go. Here we go.
To throw on 2nd down. Kane. Rush coming, and he's taken down.
The amount of sacks that they've absorbed in this game is absolutely extraordinary. Let's just face it. This offensive line, flat out, cannot handle this pass rush. It's been demonstrated time and time again.
And the Jags have 5 in the secondary here on 3rd down.
48 to Mike. Drop deep. 48 Mike. 48 Mike.
Operating from the gun, Kane, and he's unable to haul it in, so it falls incomplete over the middle third of the field, and that brings up 4th. Well done by the defense. They did their job here in overtime.
Boy, did they ever, because now it's 4th and really long, so if you do decide to go for it, people think you might be a little bit on the nut side, don't they? But guess what? If I didn't decide to go for it, I'd call something deep. I'd throw a deep pass and hope that the defense didn't remember to just knock it down. If they intercept it, it's almost like a great punt. It helps out your defense with field position.
Now a handoff looking right. He'll get about 3 as he's taken down at the 23.
When we see those runs to the perimeter, when we see those runs to the edge, we think about big breakers, don't we? In this case, it was a modest gain, but it does open up possibilities here on 2nd down.
Now 2nd and 7 from the 23. Now what can Trubisky do here in overtime? Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Lamb. And they're able to get this one across the 35. Good work after the catch. Gets him 15 and a first down. And just a small glimpse there as to why they like this rookie so much.
And that's why they lit up a little bit in our meetings with the coaching staff, didn't they?
When we talked about him, they did.
Yeah, they like his work ethic. You know, this guy's running every route well in the route tree and getting better at it all the time, really honing his game. They expect a pretty good jump out of him as things continue to move on.
That's going to go as a loss of 2, and it'll be 2nd down. He's had some big runs in this game. Not there, though.
But I don't think they're going to be deterred by that play right there. He's had some nice runs in the game. And how many times have we seen a good running back get stopped, yet turn it into something big on a later carry? I'd stay with him.
On 2nd and 12, Trubisky. He's going to hit his man out of the backfield. Complete. Overtime with less than 2 minutes to play, and we are still all tied. They had the catch on 2nd down, but it didn't help at all, and now they're looking at 3rd down here. From the gun, it's Trubisky. Oh, so close, but incomplete. Could have been a big turnover in overtime if he'd held on. Instead, though, it's 4th down. Here's Logan Cook now, on for a very important punt here in overtime. He's averaging just under 50 yards a punt as he gets this away. This is taken at the 15. 21 yards. Well done on the return. And the Bengals will take over here 1st and 10. Cincy offense about ready to go here on their next drive and hoping to do better than they did their last possession when they punted the football.
Appeal to the vanity of your offensive line. Tell them that they control your fate. Leverage guys. Win the line of scrimmage. If you do that, you start to win first down. You win second down. And guess what? You start accumulating first downs. And that's what they need in order to not punt the ball again.
It's a Bengal first down, a pickup of 11.
First and 10 at the 47-yard line.
H.E. Gator.
48 right now. Let's go. Blue Dan. Blue Dan. Let's go.
Now Pollard. He's got a first down and then some inside the 40. And finally taken down at the 30-yard line. 23 yards on the pickup there and a first. Boy, the offensive line there, that was a thing of beauty to watch them block.
I love how you give a little appreciation for those big guys up front, and well-deserved. But how about the execution behind them? You can see the hours of practice that have gone into it. Great pocket by the running back. Quarterback puts it right in the perfect spot. Great mesh point by them. The timing on point. The run even better.
Tackle that time by Ronnie Harrison. They've had some success here in overtime on this opening drive running the football. Right back to that well.
And why not? When you have that kind of success, make them stop you. And until they do, keep going back to that well you just spoke about. I think there's more water there available to him.
And he is close to a first down as he's tackled at the Jaguars' 21.
It's a gain of 7.
Now the timeout comes here. And the waning seconds of this overtime as we could be set up at long last for a potential game winner. And now it all rests on the right foot of their kicker. This to win it in overtime. And he missed it. It's no good, and we will play on here in overtime. Well, how about this, the very, very rare tie that we just witnessed? Hard to believe.
You don't see it very often. A bonus period of football, yet both teams go home a little bit unsatisfied.
So into overtime and all the way to the end of overtime, they have a chance to win it. Couldn't convert on the field goal, and we end in the very rare tie.
Don't see it very often. We did discuss it as we began overtime that because it's a regular season game, we're going to play that last quarter, and if no one scores or however, if it finishes in a tie, that's it. But boy, how bad do you feel for him? The opportunity to win it with a field goal.